What's up, everyone? I'm Lala, and today I have a special guest co-hosting with me. This is Colin. He is a food connoisseur, a man about town. He's eaten everywhere. He's in the restaurant industry.
It's all true.
So I am so happy to be here in the East Village at Dhom for Flavors of New York today. Let's go inside. Let's eat.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Chef, hello.
Welcome.
So nice to meet you, Chef Pat. This is my friend Colin.
Chef, nice to meet
Nice
you.
to meet
Excited
you.
to be here.
Come on in, guys.
Oh my God, so stoked. So hungry. Here at Dhom, sitting with Chef Pat. Thank you so much for having us.
You're welcome.
So excited. Colin also owned a restaurant.
I was a partner for years in a Southeast Asian restaurant. I've never had a Laotian food before, but there's stuff I'm familiar with. I'm super stoked to be here.
Since it was Southeast Asian, I thought he would be the perfect person to bring with me.
Awesome.
It was the very beloved fatty crab, which was around for a while. We all miss it.
Same.
But to be here today, tell us about your food. You're from Laos, correct?
I am. I was born in Laos. I always tell people if you've had Thai food, you've had Lao food. We're like the simple cousins of Thailand. We're like the country folk. But like Lao food to me is sticky rice. It's like one of the main staples that we have. Breakfast, lunch, typically not dinner, but it's always part of our meals. But then it's always kind of the way we eat food is kind of the Lao style. So it's like, you know, how we do combinations of sauces or how we do combinations of bites, I guess, is probably the best way for me to describe Lao food.
Well, it borders Thailand and Vietnam and
Burma, Cambodia.
Yeah.
So, it's just
so does it kind of pull from all of those
pulls a little
places?
bit from. I mean, I feel like all those little countries kind of pull from everybody.
for sure.
Like Isan to me is Lao.
Yeah, I
Like,
noticed that
they
one looking
say
at the
Northern
menu.
Thai, but I'm like, that's Lao.
Totally.
Just because they speak Lao. You know, there's like, again, our language is very similar to Thai also, but again, we're like the less formal language and again, more rural, more country.
Okay.
But again, the food is very, very similar.
Yeah, I spent a little time in Chiang Mai, so I was looking at the menu. I noticed
Yeah.
some of the similarities and we're really stoked to check it out.
Love Chiang Mai. Love all of Thailand. And so this is your second restaurant.
This is
correct?
my second restaurant. My first restaurant is in Tribeca, Kio.
How does the food differ?
That one is more larger plates, just more options to choose from. Here in the East Village, I really wanted to be, as a poor line cook when I first moved to the city in the early 2000s, it's like I really wanted it to be affordable.
On that note, we should probably try a few things.
I think we should.
Yeah!
Alright guys, this is our Nam Khao, crunchy coconut rice.
Oh man.
Crunchy coconut rice is one of my favorite things.
It's got sour sausage, so fermented sausage, carrot peanut sauce, some lettuce. It's got bean sprouts, cilantro, mint. Kind of like a perfect little snack bite.
Oh my God, all those ingredients make me so happy. I love a crispy rice salad.
I mean, I can't tell you how much I love like fermented sausage. Sour sausage is my favorite thing in the world.
Thank you so much, chefs. Let's get into this. Also, while I hand you these things, I want to let you know that their menu couldn't be simpler. They break it down, pictures and all the ingredients. So really, you know, even if you're a novice and you've never had Southeast Asian food, this menu is just, it's super, super helpful.
Oh man. Crispy. Got the sauce on there too.
The texture is perfect, but that underlying funk, the fish sauce, the funkiness from the sausage, the crunch from the rice, and the herbs, all that mintiness, it's like the perfect bite to me.
This is one of my favorite dishes because you can use whatever fish is available. Have lime leaf, chilies, ginger, lemongrass, longo, sweet carrot sauce, lemon juice, then it gets finished. Crisp rice, shallots. Alright guys, this is one of my favorites on the menu. Crispy fish salad. It's got ginger, lemongrass, galangal, fresh chilies, lime leaf, mixed with, again, the fish could be anything, but we use local porgy, so fried crispy, sweet carrot sauce, lime juice, fish sauce, and then it gets a bunch of herbs. I say this dish is really vibrant, and it goes well with the sweet carrot sauce.
Thank
Sounds
you
incredible.
so much, Chef. I mean, not only is the food here so good, but it's so pretty.
Yeah,
Right?
well, it looks like perfect bar food, honestly. Like, this is the stuff you want to eat while you're drinking. It's got that salty, it just makes you want to keep going.
Absolutely. And we should probably ask for some cocktails on that note, I think.
100%.
What a great idea. Yeah, texturally beautiful. So bright, so fresh. Do we love this? We love
That
this.
carrot sauce is really, really amazing.
Love this.
This is not Laotian, but it's really good. Brussels sprouts.
I'll just talk about cocktails. I think we need to go get a
Little
cocktail.
thirsty?
Yeah, a little thirsty.
David is going to make us a delicious beverage, but while he's doing that, can we talk about how this is probably the sickest happy hour deal in all of New York City?
I mean, cocktails for 10, but chicken skewers for 3?
Steak
That's where I'm
skewers
at.
for $4. I mean, eggplant and pork $6. Not only do you get amazing drinks, but these food specials are insane.
Also, you don't see beers for $7 since like 2006.
True fact. Also, they have 2 happy hours. They have an early set and a late set. So it's always happy here. I'm so happy. Are you
Winning.
happy?
We're winning.
I'm so happy. So this is David. You're the bartender here.
Yes.
You've worked here for a very long time. I see you on the Instagram.
Thank you.
So tell me about the cocktail you're gonna make.
All right, I'm gonna do the mezcal tamarind and the vodka passion fruit. It's one of the most popular signature cocktails here at Dhom.
Okay, fantastic. So we've got a mezcal tamarind. Tamarind, big thing in
I mean,
Southeast Asia.
you know how I feel about mezcal.
I know.
So I'm all in.
Colin's the mezcal guy.
Everybody say that, but when they taste it, they start thinking different.
Okay.
It's about the balance between the sweet and the smokiness.
Uh-huh.
They give you the secret over there.
You had me at mezcal. That's my favorite always.
Big mezcal guy over
All
here.
right.
And I will then of course have the vodka passion fruit, I assume. Big passion fruit gal over here.
Well, you're passionate.
Ah, true.
Vodka passion fruit, mezcal tamarind. Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you so much. Did you see that the double shake? The holy double shaker, Batman.
Loved
Sorry,
it.
I had to. I had to. Cheers. Oh my god, I love passion fruit so much.
This is perfectly balanced. Really, really beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Tart, delicious. Let's switch. Let's taste.
I don't know.
Yeah. He doesn't like to share his mezcal, but
Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, huge passion fruit up front.
oh, that mezcal, like you said, is perfectly balanced. The tamarind really works with the smokiness of the mezcal.
That's what I said to every customer because they come in with the idea of the mezcal is very smoky,
yeah.
so aggressive to the palate. Right, you have to balance it.
It's perfect.
That's beauty. Balanced cocktails. This is great. It's really bright. I think it'd be so perfect with the food, honestly.
Perfect with the chilies and the spice and the, yeah.
Alright guys, we have 2 dishes here.
Yes, chef.
This first one is one of my mom's favorite dishes, really simple. Roasted Japanese eggplant, caramelized ground pork, really crisp cabbage, and it goes perfect with the sticky rice and the spicy chili sauce. And then this one is our yellowfin tuna lap. It's yellowfin tuna raw, fish sauce, lime juice, chili sauce, mint, cilantro, toasted rice on top, fried shallots with shrimp chips.
So
Perfect.
beautiful, so fresh.
Very
Thank you,
cool.
chef.
And lastly, our skewers. So we have hanger steak skewers, marinated with a little bit of lemongrass, oyster sauce, caramelized fish sauce to glaze, chicken thighs skin on, same oyster sauce, a little lemongrass, and a little glaze of caramel fish sauce.
I can smell the grill. I can smell the char. It makes me so happy. Pull up a chair. Will you sit down with us?
Please.
Please. This is like a larb with the toasted rice powder and
Yep.
Here,
Is
have-
this similar to like a nam prick?
Yes,
Yeah.
that is very similar to nut prick. That's the Thai version of it. We
Yep.
say chel som.
Cool.
That's the Lao version of it.
And would you take this cabbage and sort of scoop it?
Yeah, so like the cabbage,
Yeah, show
for
us.
me, I always take it and actually dip it in the sauce.
Okay.
Mm.
And then dip it, because I like spice.
Okay. All right.
And then dip it with that.
Okay. Insider info.
Yeah, I'm here
That
for it.
eggplant is just stewed down so hard. I love
Mhm.
that. Oh dear Lord. That's a mom dish? That's your mother's dish?
That's a dish if my mom,
Oh yeah.
we can just like, we'll literally have sticky rice, eggplant, and some vegetables. Steamed vegetables could be broccoli, anything, but like that will be our meal for the night.
Perfect. And I love that we're sitting here eating with our hands. It feels super homey to me. And
And again, you can take the sticky rice
uh-huh.
in a little ball,
Yep.
and you just make it into little scoops.
Uh-huh.
Same principle, little sauce,
Oh yes!
and then that.
The depth of flavor in that is so wild.
Spot on. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm messy.
No.
Mmm.
You can do no wrong.
I might marry you. Delicious. Let's move on to this tuna after
Yeah. The lap, in my culture, my mom really stresses that like lap dishes are like for the Lao New Year, for the Thai New Year, you should always have this dish on one of your menus because it's good luck. So, and again, lap can be minced chicken, it can be minced pork, it can be minced beef, but I do it with yellowfin tuna. So,
Beautiful. I love that take on it. I'm just gonna, these are like prawn
Yeah.
crackers.
Yeah.
Scoop it up.
scoop it up. I always like,
Mm.
again, this little scoop.
God, the beautiful thing about this food is just how much flavor is packed into everything. Every bite is different. I love that,
All
right?
the herbs. There's so many herbs bring so many different little touches every time you take a bite. It's really
Right?
special.
It's just like that palate party happening. And the crunch of these crackers, yes.
And I always feel like you need just a little hint of spice just to brighten everything up.
And
So,
and talking about the spice, your cocktails really complement the spice.
Yeah.
You know, like the slightly tart but slightly sweet passion fruit and the tamarind. It all is so cohesive. It just all really works together beautifully.
And perfect.
then you guys
drinking
gotta try the
food.
skewers.
Let's try the skewer.
So again, I always say dip it in the sauces too, but
Oh,
again,
yeah.
like
All right. I'm gonna put this one on your plate, and
Ooh.
you can dip. Dip, dip, dip.
Do we cheers?
Yeah, we cheers. Cheers. Look at that. You see that color on there? Oof, so good. Skin on is the way.
has to be
Perfectly
skin.
cooked.
Yeah.
It is, because sometimes you get a chicken skewer in, it's just dry, but this,
Dry
Like
and
a
chewy.
nice,
This is
thick,
perfect.
skin on, crispy. Again, everything I want a skewer to be.
it truly is. This is just like summertime barbecue. Oh my god. So happy right now. This is what it's all about. Eating with your friends, your best friends.
Well, you get to
getting your
scoop
hands
it all up
dirty.
with the rice.
Right?
And
Can you make that sound again? I love it.
so good.
Have some beef.
Got a dippy dip first.
Oh, well, dip.
Come on.
Magical. Magic on a skewer. Magic on a stick. So, while I'm chewing,
Perfect.
You got some stuff on your face.
You know what? I'm not a delicate eater. It's all over my
You
face.
just wipe it up with the
Well,
rice.
no,
That's what it's
right.
there for.
You got it.
No problem. There's beautiful paintings in here. And they're of your family, correct?
Yeah. So like this, again, this space is just a reflection of my background, my history, my culture. I think the one thing my mom really tells me is that she's proud that I'm passing down tradition. Just because like Lao families, we don't write anything down. It's all oral recipes. So it's like she never had a recipe written down. She just was shown the recipe, and then like she's passed that down to me. So it's like for me to be able to like have an eggplant on the dish where everybody would be like, that's a really ugly dish, but I'm like, that's a really homey dish for me. So it's like, that's where I can give a little bit of my culture to New York.
And you
Have you always been about like showing your culture? Is that something you were always trying to do, or is that
No,
something
I
you
actually,
got over?
when I opened my first restaurant, I really was like, am I going to do a Laotian restaurant? Like, what kind of food do I want to cook? But really, it just made sense from my culinary experiences that, taking all the experiences from the restaurants that I've worked at, but also, kind of finding my own identity with food. So it was really, again, just lucky to be able to promote my culture.
how long have you known? I mean, you said that you were a young line cook. So have you always wanted to be a chef?
No. I think I just wasn't good enough in college, and I ended up cooking that way. Somehow the kitchen suited me, and I did well at it. So the chefs that I worked with really pushed me to like kind of go to culinary school and to kind of push myself to see where I could go. So, and it's one of those things where like if you come to New York, you can make it. So it's like I came to New York, and somehow I've had two restaurants.
You've
so.
made, I mean, the food is so epic. It's so beautiful. It
Yeah.
feels so homey in here. Just the fact that your family, these paintings from
Yeah.
photographs, you're so hospitable. Your staff is so kind. We were just talking about how the happy hour is also probably the sickest deal in New York
Yeah,
City.
which again, like the happy hour for me, again, as a poor line cook, when I first moved to the city, I just really want the food to be affordable. When I know, again, running a business, like cost of food, everything is more expensive, but at the end of the day, like, if we can just give a little bit of my culture to people that can afford it, like, it's even better. So.
It's so beautiful.
Gets people coming back.
Yeah.
This is-
Seriously, we're coming back. And that happy hour.
Yeah.
And if you're in the East Village, you also need to get here, not just for happy hour, but for all of it.
Definitely.
Anything else we want to say?
I think we're good.
I feel good.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chef.
Yeah. We're gonna obviously continue to sit here and enjoy all of this beautiful food. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you
Chef
for coming.
Pet, I hope to feature your other restaurant as
Absolutely.
well.
Absolutely.
Colin,
It's been a pleasure.
thanks for eating with me. I mean, this is what we do anyway, so I really love it. For Flavors of New York, I'm Lala. This is Dhom. Come visit. Bye.